Iris of the Iris, it's your girl Iris back again in another video. If you are new here, ways up. If you are old here, show them how we do in the comment section below, and that's all. Period. So for those of you who do not understand that a ways up that you're saying, it means you are welcome, okay? I'm ever assuming a ways up means that I'm welcome. Alright. I would also like to extend my utmost gratitude to you all that have been supporting my vision, okay? I really appreciate you. I do not take you for granted. Just know that you have a place in my heart for liking, for commenting, for clicking, for sharing. Look, you are just amazing and I really do appreciate you. Okay, so let's get right into today's video. All right, so in order to have a more organized delivery of content for this particular segment, I decided to tag the romantic aspect of this segment as love plus its wahala. So on the segment of let's talk about ships, we'll be having episodes on love plus its wahala, and this is basically based on the romantic aspect. And you are currently watching season 1 episode 2 of love plus its wahala. Okay, so in my previous video I answered the question as to whether it was normal to fall in love with multiple people at the same time. Okay, so in the conclusion part of this particular video, we came to the question, what do you do when you fall in love with multiple people at the same time? If you haven't watched that video, you can go ahead and watch that video. Okay, so in order to answer this particular question, I decided to break it down into 2 categories because I believe that I'm addressing 2 categories of people. Okay, so people that may already have been in a committed relationship and people that are as single as a prickle. Okay, so in today's episode we are going to be talking about those that are in committed relationships. Okay, I believe breaking down these answers will give us a more accurate understanding of the topic. Okay, so before we move on, we are going to have to understand certain terms that I'll be using on this video. Okay, in this video, don't mind me. All right, so falling in love can be defined as developing a deep romantic or sexual attachment to someone, or having a deep feeling of regard or fondness for someone. Love is also all of these things. It can be defined as all of these things and other things like caring for and trusting someone. While falling in love can happen in a really short time, love in itself is an experience built with intimacy, time, and a sense of knowing who the other person is. Love is an action. Keyword is action. And a choice, keyword on choice, of how we show up and honor another person. Okay, committed relationship means that both partners have agreed to work towards building a long-term exclusive connection. Keyword on long-term and exclusive, meaning you cannot be with any other person whilst you are with this particular person. It also involves prioritizing each other's needs and wants. Okay, all right, and then we have the word or the term extreme romantic attraction or infatuation, and so this can be described as a deep emotional interest or connection that isn't purely physical or sexual in nature. In this case, you could be attracted to the person's intelligence, for example. All right, so back to topic. So I'm going to use 2 different names and I'm going to use myself so that we get a better understanding of this particular scenario that I'm putting out there. So from the definition that we understood, or we have come to understand, of what a committed relationship is, it means that you have decided to devote a part of your life to this other person, to care for them, to trust them, to honor them and all of that. It means that you have already made a choice to be with this person, either in marriage or not. Okay, so let's take this scenario. Okay, assuming I have decided to be in a committed relationship with Kwame, and then a year down the line I ended up liking or having feelings for some other guy called Koju. Okay, so right now we have Ama, myself, we have Kwame, the one that I am in a committed relationship with, and then we have Kojo, right? Kojo is the new guy that I'm falling in love with in this particular scenario. Okay, so you want to first of all consider what Kwame is going to feel about the whole thing. Okay, so I am going to ask myself a few questions. Does Kwame deserve this? Does Kwame treat me right? Is me falling in love with Kojo a good thing? How would it make Kwame feel? I want to consider Kwame's feelings first, okay? Because choosing Kwame means that I have devoted a part of my life to Kwame. Do you get it? So whatever hurts him should hurt me. Whatever that is, like I should share in his joy, in his pain and everything, it means that he matters to me. So I'm going to have to consider Kwame's feelings first. Okay. Now, when I jot down or put it in my notes, whatever the case, you want to make sure that all of these things that you are considering are being jotted down or recorded. So you would have to make a decision at the day, and these are the things that will help you make a decision at the end of the day. Sorry. So you want to make sure that you are getting everything recorded. Okay, you want to keep a record. Alright. So I've written down genuinely how Kwame is going to feel. Now the next thing I'm going to have to consider is myself. Okay, I'm going to have to consider my own feelings. Do I just like spending time with Kojo? Do I just like the fact that we are able to have intellectual conversations? Do I just like his fashion sense? Does he really fit into my idea of an ideal partner? What do I truly feel for Kwame? Am I truly in love with him, or is it just extreme attraction? I want to be able to know and to define this. I also want to be able to know if I will choose to love Kwame. Do you get it? I want to be sure of my feelings for Kwame. For Kojo at the end of the day. Good. So when I have recorded that and sorted that out, the next thing that I'm going to have to do is to consider Kojo's feelings. Does Kojo feel the same about me? Or does he just enjoy my company? Did I give Kojo any flags, like any signals for him to start like feeling the way he's feeling towards me and all of that? So I want to make sure that Kojo is also reciprocating whatever it is that I'm feeling for him. And by doing so, I may have to communicate with Kojo to know that, yo, Kojo, like, what's wrong? Like, I've been feeling that A, B, C, D. Like, you get it? So you want to know what Kojo also feels. Now, I want to now consider, or I want to now compare Kojo and Kwame against each other. So I'm going to compare them two and compare them with each other. So I'm going to see their similarities. For all I know, it's because Kojo has a lot in similar with Kwame. That is why I'm drawn towards Kojo. You get it? So comparing Kojo to Kwame is going to make me identify the similarities that these people share in common. And then comparing Kwame with Kojo is going to make me identify the differences that they have. Like, do you get it? So I'm going to now be able to identify that this is what Kojo does differently that is making me that is making my heart move towards him. And this is what Kofi is also doing different. Do you get it? Okay. So now that I have been able to consider my feelings, consider Kwame's feelings, consider Kojo's feelings, and compare these two people, compare and contrast them, yeah, I'm going to have to make a decision. Yes, because cheating is not an option, my darling. Okay, cheating destroys your integrity. It doesn't speak well of you. Like, yo, you do not want to do that, honestly. Okay, let's not talk about cheating today. It's a topic for another day. So because cheating is not an option, you will have to make a decision. And in making the decision here, I think there are 3 scenarios that are going to play out. 1, you may realize that you just want to be with Kwame at the end of the day, and whatever it is that is going on with Kojo, it's like, sorry, let me just use this since I was using it from the beginning. So I may just get to realize that I still want to be with Kwame at the end of the day, because whatever is probably going on with Kojo is like some infatuation kind of situation, or like they really just don't fit into my idea of an ideal partner. It's just that I enjoy their company, blah blah blah. You get it? Good. The second scenario that is going to play out is that I may actually realize that I actually like Kojo more than Kwame, that I'm already in a committed relationship with. Now, when that happens, please, you want to save Kwame the stress of having to deal with your nuisance. Yes. Sorry, I'm too harsh. You want to save Kwame from the stress, okay? So you want to communicate this to Kwame properly. I would have to communicate this to Kwame properly. So I'm going to have to call Kwame and speak to him and tell him, yo, this is it and this is it. And you do not fit into the picture of my ideal partner anymore, and be like, I'm going to point out certain things without stating that I have fallen in love with another guy called Kojo, because nobody wants to know that you are choosing some other person over them, regardless of how understanding Kwame may be. I do not want to do it. Please, you do not want to do it. Don't ever try it, okay? Because at the end of the day, you just want to have a peaceful breakup. Like, even if both parties are hurt, at the end of the day, you will heal over time and then you move on. So Kwame may move on and find someone that chooses him, and then me, hopefully, my choice of going with Kojo would also make me happy at the end of the day. Do you get it? So I do not want to create any fuss or make any situation out of it. Do you get it? So you want to do this as respectfully as you can. All right. So the next scenario that is going to play out is that I may realize that I want to keep these two people. Maybe I want to keep Kwame and I still want to keep Kojo, right? But I'm already in a committed relationship with Kwame. So I want to, I need to go and communicate to Kwame that this is how I'm feeling about some other guy called Kojo. And this is the decision that I have come to, because I've thought long and hard about it, and I think that I want the two of them. Now, if by now Kwame has not served me, and he thinks that it makes sense to him too, then I may have to now also go and communicate to Kojo that, yo, I am in a committed relationship already, but my boyfriend understands the fact that I like you, so he's accepting of the fact that I can date you. If Kojo also understands this, then I have become what? A polygamous person. I don't even know if women are also called polygamous, or I don't know. I don't know whether the term for that thing for women is different or is the same thing. But it will mean that I have decided to do what? To be in a polygamous relationship. And if that is the case, then my dear, receive your crown of honor and proceed. Yes. Why do you want to be in a polygamous relationship? Are you crazy? Please, I'm just joking. I'm really just joking. This actually works for people. I mean, if you know that you can handle being in a polygamous relationship and your partners understand, please go ahead, okay? That is why I'm giving you a crown. Now, I want you to understand the fact that this thing can take time, okay? Even realizing your feelings for this new person and everything, it's going to take time. It's not some overnight something that you just wake up one day and you start feeling like, oh, I'm in love with this person. No, it's not going to happen like that. Okay, so you want to give yourself some time to actually process all of this and know that your answer is not going to come overnight. Okay, but I want to give you a piece of advice. Because you're already in a committed relationship, you do not want to treat your partner like they are a nuisance. Sure, they were the one that sent you to go and fall in love with another person. So you want to still be sweet and nice and everything. Just make sure that you create time outside of the time you guys spend together. And then you go and process all of these things and make a decision. At the end of the day, I want to tell you that as we wake up every day and go about our duties and our daily activities, we will always meet people that are better than our current partners, okay? This is different if the person is not treating you right and everything and you want to leave. But if this person is super amazing to you and everything, please, are you trying to tell me that you will keep breaking up and finding a new partner, breaking up? No, and you have to make a decision, my darling. Okay, so let's not even talk about when the person is not being nice to you. Let's just focus on, let's say the person is being sweet and everything. So as you wake up every day and you go about your duties, you will be meeting people if your current boyfriend is going harder, if your current husband or wife is going harder, you meet people that will go hardest. Do you get it? So at the end of the day, you just have to live with your choice. Now, whatever you tell your brain is what it will do, because we are the writers of our own story, okay? So the heart in itself, I spoke about it on my previous episode. It can do a lot. Whilst your mind may be understanding of the fact that you have chosen to be with so and so person, your heart doesn't completely understand that. So it may wander, it may go about catching feelings for other people. It is up to you to put your feelings in check, make the right decision always, and make sure that at the end of the day, you are not just going around hurting people and all of those things. That is all for today, my loves. Thank you for sticking with me so far. I really appreciate it, okay? So do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and then forward it to some other person that needs to hear this, okay? And so I'll see you on my next episode, and on my next episode we are going to be addressing what do you do if you are as single as a Pringle, yet you're in love with multiple people at the same time. Until then, it's bye for now. Bye.